The energy in Philadelphia is electric right now, and you can feel it everywhere in the locker room. This team has been through its fair share of ups and downs this season, and now it seems like everything is finally starting to click. Injuries have certainly been a factor, with Jalen Carter and Lane Johnson still sidelined, but the team doesn't appear to be missing a beat. Some people were speculating that they might return for this matchup, but the timing just doesn't make sense. It's a shorter week. The Washington Commanders are in a rebuilding phase, and realistically, giving the guys more time to rest and recover is the smartest move. We are looking at the bigger picture of playoff positioning and maintaining the strength of the roster. There's no reason to rush players back just for the sake of a single game. Even without Carter and Johnson, the Eagles have shown they can dominate. Last week against the Raiders, they faced similar circumstances and still came out with a strong performance. This upcoming game against Washington should follow a similar pattern. Sure, it's a division matchup, and division games always carry some unpredictability, but the Eagles have proven that they can handle these challenges. Playing in Washington has always had its quirks. Sometimes the team struggles there in ways that no one can fully explain, and other times they completely take over the game. This weekend, the expectation is dominance, plain and simple. The offensive unit should get rolling early, the defense should continue to impose its will, and the overall momentum should stay in Philadelphia's favor. The vibe in the locker room is another reason for optimism. Clips from the Mike Tupp sessions and Hard Knocks episodes have shown a team that is not just functioning well on the field, but genuinely connecting off of it. A.J. Brown, Saquon Barkley, and Jalen Hurts have all been central to this chemistry, talking things through, encouraging each other, and keeping everyone aligned with the team's vision. Even during the tougher stretches earlier in the season, when the team hit that 3-game losing skid, there were glimpses of a growing camaraderie. That losing streak, difficult as it was, helped bring the players closer together, forcing them to communicate and collaborate in ways they hadn't before. Now that the winning streak is in place, the benefits of that cohesion are showing on the field. Plays are executed more smoothly, the sideline energy is infectious, and there's a noticeable sense of confidence that wasn't there earlier in the year. The Eagles' ability to maintain this momentum will be key as they approach the playoff stretch. Watching other top teams like the Seahawks and the Rams demonstrates just how important cohesion and morale are at this stage of the season. These are teams built to compete at the highest level, and any misalignment or friction can be costly in the playoffs. Philadelphia seems to have avoided that pitfall. The players are speaking up, the coaches are listening, and the overall mindset is laser-focused on winning, not just playing out the schedule. Saquon Barkley highlighted this mentality perfectly, emphasizing that it's not about how the season starts, but how it finishes. The Eagles have navigated a challenging schedule, faced adversity, and still have every opportunity to control their destiny in the NFC. The finish matters more than the start, and this team is positioning itself to close out the season strong. From a strategic standpoint, the offense and defense are both showing signs of evolution. The defense remains a formidable unit, capable of shutting down elite teams and creating turnovers that can change games in an instant. The challenge has been ensuring the offense can capitalize consistently. With players like Barkley on pace to hit 1,000 yards rushing and Jalen Hurts increasingly confident in executing big plays, the balance is shifting in Philadelphia's favor. Involving more players in the offensive game plan, whether it's integrating Scott Lelayer, Zay Flowers, or others, has helped diversify the attack and keep opposing defenses guessing. The chemistry between receivers, running backs, and the quarterback has never been sharper, and the team's ability to adapt on the fly is proving to be a major asset. Jalen Phillips adds another layer of excitement to the Eagles' story this season. Coming from Miami, where opportunities were limited and the environment was far from ideal, Phillips has found a new sense of purpose in Philadelphia. He's vocal about the significance of winning a division and how meaningful it is to contribute to a team with real championship aspirations. His journey underscores a broader narrative about resilience, adaptation, and the hunger for success that drives the Eagles roster. Players like him remind everyone that each game, each drive, and each play matters when you're building toward a playoff run. Winning the division isn't just a checkbox. It's a testament to the hard work and cohesion that this team has cultivated over the season. Looking ahead, the schedule presents challenges, but also opportunities. Facing the Commanders twice, taking on the Bills, and managing the final stretch of the season will test depth, stamina, and strategy. It's about maintaining focus, staying healthy, and executing with precision. Every snap, every decision, and every play counts more now than ever before. Philadelphia has proven it can adjust to adversity, and the locker room energy is a huge factor in sustaining that performance. The team is no longer just a collection of talented players. They've become a unified force capable of imposing their will on any opponent. That unity, combined with the individual talent across positions, gives the Eagles a legitimate shot at not just contending, but making a deep playoff run. Every detail matters, from the offensive line protecting Hurts to the defensive backs locking down receivers. The Eagles have demonstrated a knack for capitalizing on turnovers, creating pressure, and exploiting weaknesses in opponent game plans. The coaching staff has been proactive in adjusting schemes, rotating players to keep them fresh, and maximizing the skill sets of each individual. That adaptability, paired with the intensity and focus in the locker room, sets the Eagles apart from teams that rely solely on talent, without the cohesion necessary for playoff success. This is the team that has learned from losses, grown stronger through adversity, and is now poised to showcase its potential in full force. The excitement surrounding the Eagles is also fueled by the momentum of recent performances. Last week's victory against the Raiders was more than just a win. It was a statement. It showed that the team can overcome mistakes, bounce back from adversity, and perform at a high level even when the odds seem uncertain. Confidence is building. The players are more synchronized than ever, and the sense of possibility is palpable. Every practice, every game, and every interaction on the field contributes to a culture of accountability and excellence that Philadelphia has been steadily crafting. This culture, more than any individual talent, will be a critical factor in the team's playoff journey. In summary, the Eagles are entering the final stretch of the season with confidence, clarity, and purpose. Injuries are being managed wisely. Chemistry is peaking at the right time, and the combination of talent and strategy is positioning them as one of the strongest teams in the NFC. Players like Jalen Phillips and Saquon Barkley exemplify the dedication and drive necessary to succeed, while the coaching staff's adjustments and insights keep the team optimized for each matchup. Philadelphia is not just playing for wins. They're building momentum, cohesion, and resilience that could carry them deep into the postseason. This is a team firing on all cylinders, and the energy is unmistakable. The locker room chemistry, the on-field execution, and the strategic mindset all align to make this Eagles squad a formidable contender as the playoffs approach. The fans in Philadelphia have every reason to be excited because this is the kind of team that doesn't just compete, they dominate, inspire, and set the standard for excellence throughout the league. As the Eagles move deeper into the season, every practice, every meeting, and every minute on the field matters more than ever. The intensity has been turned up across the board, and you can see it in the way players are preparing. Jalen Hurts has been working tirelessly, studying film, analyzing opponents, and refining his reads. His growth as a quarterback this season has been remarkable. He's more confident, more decisive, and more in tune with his teammates than ever before. That chemistry with A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, and the rest of the receiving corps is starting to show in ways that change games. Plays that might have broken down early in the season are now being executed with precision, and it's that attention to detail that will separate the Eagles from other contenders in the playoffs. Saquon Barkley continues to be the engine that powers this team. Even though he isn't rushing for 2,000 yards, his consistency and vision make him a threat every time he touches the ball. He's reading blocks, hitting gaps, and breaking tackles in ways that make defenses reconsider their approach. When defenses stack the box to stop him, it opens up opportunities for the passing game, and when the passing game thrives, Barkley finds more space. It's this balance that has become the hallmark of the Eagles' offense, and the way the coaching staff has utilized his versatility has been key. Incorporating him in short passes, screens, and even designed runs keeps opponents guessing and allows the offense to operate at a high tempo without tipping their hand. Defense has, as expected, remained a cornerstone of the Eagles' identity. From the first snap to the last whistle, this unit imposes its will and sets the tone for every game. Even when the offense struggles with execution or drops, the defense compensates, creating turnovers, pushing the pace, and keeping the team in control. Watching players like Haason Reddick, Fletcher Cox, and Darius Slay execute schemes and react instinctively is like watching a well-oiled machine. Their ability to adjust mid-play, read offensive formations, and exploit weaknesses has been a major reason the Eagles remain a top-tier team in the NFC. It's one thing to have talent, but another to consistently apply it under pressure, and this defense does just that. Special teams and situational football have also improved noticeably as the season has progressed. Field position, third down efficiency, and red zone opportunities are being leveraged better, and small details are no longer being overlooked. Coaches are emphasizing execution, awareness, and precision, which has translated into better performance in tight spots. That attention to detail could be the difference maker in playoff matchups, where one turnover or one missed assignment can decide a game. Philadelphia seems to have internalized this, and the consistency they've shown is a major asset heading into critical games. The leadership in the locker room has been pivotal to this team's progress. Veteran players have stepped up to guide the younger guys, while the coaching staff has fostered a culture of accountability. Players like Jalen Phillips bring an edge to the team, a reminder that nothing comes easy, and that each victory is the result of relentless effort. His transition from Miami, where opportunities were limited, to Philadelphia, where he's thriving, has brought a fresh perspective to the locker room. The message is clear. Every player has a role, every play matters, and every game is a chance to prove themselves. That mentality has been infectious, spreading from the starters to the depth players, and it's fueling a collective drive to succeed. Looking at upcoming matchups, the Eagles will face tests that will measure not just talent, but resilience and adaptability. The Commanders, though struggling, will look to make statements in front of their home crowd, and every game against the Bills will test both mental and physical endurance. But the key advantage for Philadelphia is depth, preparation, and confidence. The team has shown it can adjust on the fly, rotate personnel without losing effectiveness, and overcome adversity. Whether it's a critical third down, a goal line stand, or a 2-minute drill, the players have been conditioned to remain calm under pressure and execute with precision. The narrative around this team has shifted as well. Early in the season, there was doubt, questions about chemistry, and concerns about offensive execution. Those concerns have largely dissipated. The players are no longer just participating. They are leading, dictating the pace, and imposing their will on opponents. Jalen Hurts' development, Barkley's consistent production, and the defense's dominance have combined to create a team that's both formidable and resilient. The message from leadership is simple. Control what you can, dominate what you must, and focus on finishing strong. That mindset has guided Philadelphia through both highs and lows, and it's now crystallizing into playoff readiness. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our Philadelphia Eagles. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Whispers around the league have begun to stir after veteran broadcaster Joe Buck reportedly made some pointed comments about the Philadelphia Eagles, sending shockwaves through the NFL fan base. Buck, known for his decades-long career calling some of the biggest moments in football, allegedly questioned the Eagles' strategy and team dynamics in a conversation that has yet to be fully aired publicly. While the exact wording of his remarks is still circulating, insiders suggest that the critique was not just about a single game, but touched on the broader state of the franchise. Sources close to the situation claim that Buck's comments hint at a team struggling to find cohesion, despite boasting a roster filled with talent and championship aspirations. This has sparked a wave of speculation among analysts and fans alike, with some questioning whether the broadcaster is reading too deeply into a few isolated performances or if he sees cracks that the average observer might miss. The NFL world is no stranger to strong opinions, but criticism from someone of Buck's stature carries a particular weight, especially when directed at a franchise with as passionate a fan base as Philadelphia's. Social media has been ablaze with reactions, ranging from fierce defense of the Eagles to cautious agreement with Buck's perspective. Former players and commentators have joined the fray, debating whether the team's play calling, locker room chemistry, or coaching decisions might be at the heart of Buck's remarks. Fans, naturally, have interpreted his words through the lens of loyalty and pride, with some even demanding an explanation or clarification directly from the broadcaster. While it remains unclear whether Buck intended to spark controversy or simply share an honest assessment, the timing of his comments is adding fuel to ongoing debates about the Eagles' trajectory this season. Rumors suggest that internal team discussions may have already touched on Buck's critiques, and the organization might be considering a response, though whether that response comes publicly or behind closed doors remains to be seen. As the chatter grows, one thing is certain. The Eagles' camp, from players to coaches, is now under a new kind of microscope. Every move, every snap, and every decision will likely be analyzed in light of Buck's statements. Whether this will serve as motivation for the team or a source of unnecessary distraction is yet to unfold. Meanwhile, the rumor mill continues to churn, leaving fans and pundits alike speculating about what exactly Joe Buck saw and whether the Eagles themselves will respond in kind. One thing is for sure. In a world of football, a single comment from a prominent voice can ripple far beyond the broadcast booth, and the Eagles might be feeling that effect sooner rather than later. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Philadelphia Eagles, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.